Hi everybody, Holly here, and I have my sweet, precious, adorable, happy little Joanna with me today. This is Joanna Sky, and we are going to be doing a twinning video with Gail and her Maggie May. Yeah, so we want to say a big hi to Gail and Maggie May. Get this comb out of here. So I'm trying out a new microphone today. It's cordless. Woohoo! So we'll see how this goes. First time I've ever used it, and I'm hoping it's going to record. So we are going to be putting on a pretty little outfit that was sent to us by Gail. And this is Gail from Susie Q's Happy Little Haven. And last year, she sent us this gorgeous, fancy, we call it, whereas Gail calls it, dress. Is that not beautiful? And we've never had a chance to twin, and I think it was probably this time last year that we got this dress, or maybe even later in the fall. So we thought we would try to get it in this summer. But it is a beautiful sleeveless fancy dress that's got these it's a beautiful, I guess you would call it like a cantaloupe color. On it, it's got a little netting here on the bodice, and then it's got the embroidered cantaloupe color and a silver gray color and gold on it. Looks like flowers and fauna on there. And then around the waistband, it's got this pretty satin cantaloupe color, or melon, I guess we'll call it, ribbon around the waist, and then a white ribbon around it. And the white ribbon has these beautiful clusters of pink pearls on it. And then it has this beautiful melon color flower here on the side. And then it's got white pearls dripping down from that. And it's a beautiful, what do you call this stuff? Slipped my mind, but you all know what it is. Tulle. Tulle, there it is. It's a tulle skirt, and around the bottom of the tulle skirt are some more of those melon colored flowers, and then more of the same embroidery in melon, silver, and gold around the bottom, all the way around. And the bottom is scalloped, so a little scalloped edge. And then it has a beautiful melon ribbon that ties, a sash that ties in the back. And this has one layer of tulle, 2 layers of tulle, a satin layer, and then underneath is a crinoline layer. I used to wear crinolines under my dresses when I was a little girl, and I hated them. I think because they were itchy and scratchy. But this has a backing on of satin, so it shouldn't be itchy and scratchy on her. So there is that beautiful, gorgeous, fancy dress. And she also sent us a pair of little silver gray sandals that have the little silver gray roses, 3 of them across the top of each one. And I'm going to put these little socks on with it. It's hot enough down here she could just wear the sandals without socks, but this is such a fancy dress, I thought we needed fancy socks. And Gail also sent these to us last year too, not with this dress, but it was part of a Happy Mail package, and I love these socks. And then we've got a couple of melon colored, or yeah, I think they're melon color hair bows to put in her hair. They're flowers, a piece of my hair on it, and it's got 2 the little pink pearls inside. Am I too close? It's not focusing. And 2 little diamantes. And believe it or not, Gail sent these to us too. She sent these in a rainbow of colors, and I have absolutely loved these. They have they clip on in the back, and they have the pointed little clip, which is nice because it gets in their hair easy. The others that are blunted and covered in ribbon, they're hard to get in their hair. And then we're going to put on, these are hard to show you. I don't have a fancy get up like Gail. We're going to put on these pretty little white pearl earrings, okay? So that's her outfit. And while I'm getting her dressed, I've had requests for 2 separate stories. And I was trying to decide which story to tell, and it occurred to me that Gail had a close encounter with a bear not too long ago. And I had an encounter with a bear as well. So I thought I'd tell y'all my bear story. And also, Joanna wanted to show you her little kitten. This is Munchkin. This is Munchkin Cat. And she wanted to show you that because Munchkin Cat was supposed to be in last week's video, but didn't make it. And we won't say why, because I'm sure we all know. But Joanna was really disappointed that Munchkin Cat couldn't get in there. So I'm going to take Munchkin Cat over here, and we're going to get you dressed, okay? And undressed and dressed. So I trust y'all been having a good week so far and had a good weekend. And I hope that you're all doing well. I know that Suzanne has not been feeling very well for the last several days, and I do wish her Godspeed and, you know, getting better and feeling better. She's had an arthritis flare-up, and I know those are horrible because I get those as well. So, Teddy or Suzanne, I hope you are feeling really a lot better now, and hope to see you soon. So there we get that out. And let's see, should we take this off of you? We may need to take that off of her as well. All right, I'm going to lay her down for a minute. Lay you down for a minute. Okay, so we got her there. I don't remember what I was talking about because I'm not sure if this is it, but I'm going to tell my bear encounter story, and it took place in West Virginia. I don't know if y'all know, but I used to live in West Virginia, and I think as I was leaving, Gail was coming in, and kind of find out we only live, if I had stayed, we would only be, what is it, Gail, an hour, a little over an hour away from each other. So yeah, we missed each other just by years, I guess you'd say. But anyway, my husband was still in PA school, and he was doing his clinical rotations in Logan, West Virginia. And we lived in Elkins, and it was, you know, a couple hours apart, I think. I can't remember, to tell you the truth, but I know that my son and my youngest son, Nathan, who is the father of Isley and Atticus and Tristan, that y'all hear me talk about, we decided to go over there and go camping to visit with him because he was over there for some time and he was working in the ER, and we missed him, so we thought we would take a camping trip and we would go over to see him. And so we did that. We had a camper at the time, which was a pop-up camper. So for those of you that don't know what a pop-up camper is, it's an enclosed trailer that when you get where you're going, and you unhook the sides of it, and then there's a crank, and you pull these beds out on the side, and then there's a crank, and you crank up the top, and the top comes up and forms a ceiling, and then you have, you know, like screen sides that you can zip up if you want to, or leave open if you want to. And then there were a queen size bed on one end and a queen size bed on the other. And we used to go camping in that all the time, a family of 5, because we would put the boys would sleep on one side of the beds, and my husband and I slept on the other, and then you could make a bed. It slept, I think it slept 7. You know, when you could there was a bench in it across from the sink, and you could make that bench into a bed, or you could put the table down. Let's set her up again here. Let's set you up. And you could make a bed out of the table, and it would sleep 2 right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I slept 7. And so my daughter was visiting down in Georgia at the time. Benjamin, I don't know what he was doing, but Nathan and I went to camp there. No, I take that back. Courtney was with us. That's right. It was me, Courtney, and Nathan. That's right. That's right. I think Benjamin was down in Georgia. Yeah, that's it. Get my story straight. Not that it matters to the story, but it was me and Nathan and Courtney. And so, but when we got over there and we set up camp, and I called my husband to let him know we were there. And he did come out to see us that first night, and then he had to work the next day, and then was going to come back out and spend the weekend with us. Well, the next night he called, and he was sick, running fever, just sick. So he wasn't able to come and join us that night. And so it was just me and the kids there, parked, camping in this campground. And we had gone to bed. Now, we knew to put up, we had a little dog named Skeeter, and we knew to put up his food and stuff like that. But I guess, you know, critters can still smell. But anyway, long story short. Or, yeah, long story, just a little bit less long. We were sleeping, and we heard some noise around the trash cans that were out back of our camper. And so I got a flashlight, and I looked out there, and it was a couple of raccoons were in the trash can. And so we kind of shooed them off, you know. And then we went back to sleep. And all of a sudden, we felt this whole camper, like somebody had just thrown a boulder into it. The whole camper just rocked. And Courtney sat straight up in bed. She's on one side and I'm on the other. She sat straight up in bed. She goes, "What was that?" And then we heard this, yeah, this little, I can't imitate it, but it's just this little gruff grunt or whatever. And Courtney, this camper was, I think, 22 or 23 feet long. And she went from her bed on one side to my bed on the other side in one leap. I mean, I'm sure she must have touched down the bench or something, but it looked like she just did one giant leap, and she was on the other side of this camper. And she goes, "That was no raccoon." And excuse me. I said, "No, I think we have a bear." And she's like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And she was just, you know, she was whispering, but she was terrified. She was petrified. And to tell you the truth, I was a little nervous myself. We were sitting there and could hear him out, you know, around this camper. And Courtney goes, "I wish Bud were here." Because, I mean, right now there's nothing between us but a screen and a bear. And I thought, well, you know, what is he going to do, fight the bear? And so she's like, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do?" And the only thing I could think of at that point is, now, y'all check your volumes. I'll give you a minute to check your volumes. And this is what I said. "The only thing I know to do is to make a lot of noise and turn on all the lights." And we did it. We started screaming. We turned all the lights on, and that bear took off running. I mean, just, yeah, just took off. And this is the funny part. So we had gotten in our camper we had a toilet, a portable toilet set down in a cabinet, but we had never used it. And the reason we never used it is because we had made this little rule that whoever uses it first has to clean it. So nobody ever wanted to use it. And usually the campgrounds that we went to had, bathrooms. Well, the bathroom in this campground was a good hike up the hill. Actually in the direction that the bear ran. And both of us were scared silly by that time and had to go to the bathroom. Both had to tinkle, And Courtney goes, I have to go to the bathroom. And I said, well, I do too. And she said, I'm not walking up there. And I said, I'm not either. And so she didn't. So we decided, we were going to use that. We're going to christen that toilet that night. I can't find my comb. Where'd it go? There it is. And so I said, go ahead. I'll clean. So I let her off the hook, and I let her go to the bathroom, and I did too. And yeah, so that is our bear story. And it was, I'm kind of proud of myself because we scared that thing, and he just hightailed it up the hill. And we didn't have any problems with him coming back. I'm pretty sure they probably smelled the dog food that we had, even though we had it put up. Yeah, I'm sure they probably smelled that. They have good sniffers on them. So yeah, gal, that's my bear story. And it can be kind of frightening. At least it was for us. And I wasn't particularly trained in what to do in case you encountered a bear. But that's the only thing I could do, is to startle him, and perhaps in startling him or her, whatever it was, that he would flee. And that's exactly what he did. So yeah, and believe it or not, Nathan, who was with us, slept through the entire ordeal. He didn't even wake up when I was screaming and turning all the lights on. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. He had a close encounter with the bear and didn't even know it. Well, what happened was, when you pull these beds out on the end of the camper, they slide out, and then you put these stabilizers under them that brace themselves against the bottom of the camper. And so what happened, I think, is when the bear tried to walk under the beds, he hit those braces. He probably didn't see them, and he ran into them, and it just shook the entire camper. Yeah. So, yep, that was our close encounter. That was our close encounter. So here we go, girl. We got a little bow right there. And we're going to put one over here. Look how sweet you look. Look how sweet you look. And let's change your earrings. We're not that fancy around here usually. Our clothes aren't that fancy. We're just little country folk over here. We don't fancy up much, do we, girl? But this is really pretty, I think. I've got you all wet. What I sprayed on her hair was just water. It was just water. Her hair is really easy. You just dampen it and push it up, and it curls right back into place. Excuse me. Excuse me. So there we go. Look at this pretty little girl. Look at this pretty little girl in her fancy, fancy dress. Let's see if we can get her standing up. I'll back up a little bit. Let's back up just a little bit. So here's Joey. We put a little necklace on her, but I think the dress is pretty enough without it. Here's Joey. And here she is in her pretty fancy dress, just like Maggie May from her Auntie Gail. See if we can get her little legs down here. You see her? There's her feet. And her pretty fancy dress. There you go. There you go. I'm going to pull it out from under her little tuchus and spread it all around her. Yeah, spit it all around. Maybe we should have put your fancy crown on, huh? Maybe we should have put your fancy crown on. She has a... What do you think, guys? I wonder if we can do both. I wonder if we can do both. She loves her crown. Because she looks like a princess. How's that? How's that, huh? She looks like a princess, so we'll let her be a princess there. There we have it. So there we go. There's my beautiful girl. Now, tell you what. Why don't we give you a little teddy bear to hold? Here's your little teddy bear to hold. And say hi. Say hi. So hello, Maggie May. Hello, Auntie Gail. And hello to all of you from me and my pretty little princess in her pretty little dress. And now we're going to get this uploaded and go see Maggie May dressed up in hers. I hope y'all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed hearing my story and my close encounter with a bear. And I hope to see y'all real soon. And please be having a blessed week. And just remember to smile. And remember to know I love you. Bye-bye, guys.